I have been gone for a few days. I have been out of town with my daughter for an AAU basketball tournament. We were out in Maitland, Florida. For all y'all who don't know or not familiar with where that is the east side of Orlando, right outside of Orlando. So we were out there all weekend for an AAU basketball tournament. My daughter, we wasn't able to win the championship. The team wasn't able to win the championship, unfortunately. But my daughter did have two great games. She is really flourishing and really growing in the sport. Love supporting her and love witnessing the growth. The growth. If you don't know why I do this, the reason I do it is for the people, y'all. I do this for y'all, for the people. Let me just add real quick, this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Please do your due diligence and do your research and move safe in this market. Today, I have massive news for you. I have massive news today. This news is going to further solidify everything I've been saying about the implementation of digital assets into the world financial system. So I'm happy to announce that crypto has been joined together with the internet cybersecurity infrastructure. That's right, y'all. I said it. Crypto has been joined together with the internet cybersecurity infrastructure. And without doing a deep dive into it, let's listen to what Encash official has to say as he discussed this topic.
The CFTC just gave crypto the entire green light that we have been waiting for a very long time. Now, is it clarity? Not exactly, but it's definitely the start of something very, very significant to go off of. But before we get into what the CFTC did, we also need to talk about what the OCC IP launch means for crypto. What exactly am I talking about? Well, the US Treasury just launched the OCC IP for digital asset firms. This is a big update. So this is the Office of Cybersecurity and Critical Infrastructure Protection. We have here that for the first time, the U.S. Treasury is giving digital asset firms the same elite cybersecurity intelligence used by traditional banks. Real-time threat alerts from the OCCIP, government-grade protection guidance, and the cost is free for eligible firms. The walls are coming down. Crypto is officially being integrated into the U.S. financial defense perimeter. This is a game changer.
Y'all, what's key there is they are giving crypto this same cybersecurity access that the traditional banks use. This is the same cybersecurity that all the major traditional banks currently are implementing and using.
And here we have, on April 9th, the U.S. Department of the Treasury's Office of Cybersecurity and Critical Infrastructure Protection announced a new initiative to strengthen cybersecurity across the digital asset industry. By extending access to the same high-quality cybersecurity information used by traditional financial institutions, the Treasury is helping promote a more secure and responsible digital asset ecosystem. Treasury also emphasized that cybersecurity is foundational to the future of digital finance and essential to responsible innovation. Eligible U.S. digital asset firms and industry organizations that meet Treasury's criteria will be able to receive at no cost the same actionable cybersecurity information Treasury regularly shares with traditional U.S. financial institutions. Interested firms are encouraged to contact the OCCIP. What's crazy about this is a critical step. What do I mean by that? Well, they want to make sure that the digital asset ecosystem is 100% secure because they want to tap in. They want to tie this into the broader financial system.
And what have we been talking about, y'all, about banks, financial institutions wanting to dive into crypto, right? What have we talked about as far as the government agencies, the government financial agencies tapping into crypto and into digital assets for the implementation into the financial system? We've talked a lot about that in previous videos.
They want to upgrade the system with this technology. And the only way that they can do so is by making it fully regulated, fully secure, and extremely safe. This is a huge game changer. Now, on top of this, the CFTC is positioning itself as a potential primary regulator for crypto markets. This is a big one. We have here thrilled to be part of a team.
Here we have again, y'all, the CFTC, who is a big decision maker when it comes to financial markets and regulating financial markets. It says right here, the CFTC is positioning itself as a potential primary regulator for crypto markets. All right. We talked about the CFTC being involved in the implementation of digital assets, crypto, into the financial system. Here they are again.
That pairs deep CFTC expertise with private sector experience ranging from major law firms, the Blockchain Association, and Fund DeFi. Because the CFTC just announced their innovation task force. Now, if we go over here, we have, and this is from the beginning of April, CFTC Chair Michael Selig says that the agency is ready to oversee the $3 trillion crypto market even as key legislation remains stalled in the Senate. And yeah, they want to be like the primary regulator for crypto. We also have CFTC Chair Michael Selig says current financial systems are outdated and blockchain networks are exactly what we need to bring it into the 21st century. They are...
Y'all, listen. This is the CFTC Chairman, Michael Selig, saying this. Current financial systems are outdated and blockchain networks are exactly what we need to bring it into the 21st century. Y'all, they would not be saying things publicly like this if this wasn't the plan. Right? They would not go as far as to make these claims publicly if this was not their plan.
Fully aligned with the US Treasury, which is why the CFTC wants to be the primary regulator, get the ball rolling here, make sure it's regulated before clarity, while the Treasury wants to make sure that it's fully safe, it's high quality, they want to tap in. This is all to prepare this market for the absolute integration phase.
And it's not a coincidence that now we have crypto being implemented into the cybersecurity infrastructure right around the same time when the Clarity Act is about to pass. Y'all, this has been a strategic plan set up by these financial agencies over the last 10 or 20 years. This has been the plan. None of this is by accident. None of this is just all of a sudden happening. None of this is something that they're just now sitting around thinking of and building plans around. This has been in the works. The dominoes are just falling right in place. The chess pieces are being put in place. The chess pieces, they're making the right moves. They're playing chess, not checkers.
And over here, we have the CFTC plans to hold a crypto CEO forum to focus on a pilot program for stablecoins. This goes back to 2025. The participants from Circle, Coinbase, Crypto.com, and Ripple are expected to attend. Let's not...
Ripple? You remember how we talked about Ripple being under every financial rock that we look under? Well, here they are again. Ripple and XRP right there as participants, as well as from Circle, Coinbase, Crypto.com. These are crypto exchanges. So now we have crypto being implemented into the cybersecurity infrastructure. The CFTC is involved. The SEC is involved. Those are the U.S. financial regulators. They are now in partnership with the crypto exchanges to implement this infrastructure. They're working together to make sure crypto can work together with cybersecurity to make it more secure for the financial institutions.
Forget the CFTC just announced its new Innovation Advisory Committee. This goes back to February 12th of this year to help shape regulations for emerging tech like blockchain and AI in financial markets. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse is among the members alongside leaders from top crypto firms, including Coinbase with Brian Armstrong, Kraken, Gemini, Uniswap Labs, Chainlink Labs, Solana Labs, Crypto.com, and many more heavy hitters from traditional finance too.
So we have it right there. The CFTC just announced its new Innovation Advisory Committee, IAC, to help shape regs for emerging tech like blockchain and AI in financial markets. The CFTC has built an official advisory committee to make sure this gets done, to make sure the agency executes getting crypto into the cybersecurity infrastructure, making it super safe for all parties involved, all U.S. financial institutions that are going to be involved. They are trying to make sure that the crypto is integrated with the cybersecurity properly so everything is safe. They are building this for the major U.S. financial institutions, not just U.S. institutions either, world financial institutions as well. We have the IMF and the World Economic Forum involved in this too. Y'all listen, the chess pieces are being moved strategically. This is something that we have to pay attention to. And you're probably wondering right now, XRPJD, why didn't I know about this? This was implemented, or this came out, this was made official on April 9th. The fact that crypto is being implemented into cybersecurity, that was made official on April 9th. And you're probably wondering why you didn't know about it. Well, it's because they're not going to send you an email about it, okay? They're not going to, send you an email, give you this big alert, tell you to, that this is coming. Most of the time since I've been here, y'all, since 2020, they have been building this infrastructure behind closed doors because they know majority of the world is distracted with worldly things that are happening right now. And we all know what those things are, okay? The political conflict, the everything going on social media with celebrities and distractions. While they build this financial infrastructure right under our noses behind closed doors. Y'all, this is major, and this only further solidifies everything I've been saying about the implementation of digital assets into the world financial system. And I can show you the document that Encash official just went over with us here. So this is it here. This is on the U.S. Department of Treasury's website. And if you notice, so this is their website. Here's the actual article. This is the information that Encash official just went over. I'm not going to read it all because he just pretty much read it and went over it with us. But yeah, this is it right here, y'all. And if you go back, I'm gonna show you something. If we go back here, this is the front page. So this is as you can see, this is the U.S. Department of Treasury's website. Okay, this is the front page. As you can see, the fact that crypto is being implemented into cybersecurity is not put on the front page. It's not put right here in big letters to where you can just go to the website and just there it is. No, you got to do a little digging. You got to come down here under press releases right there. And there it is, April 9th, 2026. And if we click that, there it is. This is the information Treasury launches cybersecurity information sharing initiative for the digital asset industry. This is the information Encash official just went over. This is public record, y'all. All you got to do, if you want to fact check it, if you're ever watching my videos and you second guess something or you don't take it as fact, I always tell you, go fact check it. Go fact check it. All right, y'all. I am not going to sit here and pass on information to y'all that I have the slightest inkling that it may be false, right? Most of everything that I research and I show to y'all, I have fact checked it, and I know that it is official. And this is the website right here. This is U.S. Treasury website. I will put this link to this website in the description so you can go read up on this for yourself. Okay. I advise and encourage doing due diligence and doing your research. All right, y'all. But as I said, this just further solidifies everything that we've been talking about with digital assets, crypto being implemented into the financial system. This is just another piece. And this is no coincidence. It's been set up this way. I believe this is happening in steps. This is happening in the exact steps that the financial institutions, the powers that be, people who drive the money, people who drive the markets, this is how they wanted this to play out. And this is happening, as I said, this is happening right around the time the Clarity Act is getting ready to pass. It's not a mistake, y'all. It's not a mistake. So I just want to drop that bombshell on y'all. I hope everybody is doing well out there. Remember, if you're swinging by the channel, dropping by the channel, always remember this is not financial advice. I am not a financial advisor. Please do your research. Please do your fact checking when buying in this market and putting capital into this market. Please do your due diligence, do your research the assets, research the company, make sure the assets have utility, make sure they are going to be used for something significant in this new financial system, and just be smart. Okay. Just be smart. And remember, if you're swinging by the channel, give me a like, give me a subscribe. I'll continue to give y'all some more of my time, and we'll continue diving into this great information and following this new technology that's being implemented into our financial system, y'all. The way we know money and our infrastructure of finance is changing, y'all, and we're going to keep following it. I'm going to keep bringing y'all the information. Y'all just show some love, swing by the channel, drop those likes, drop a subscribe, and we're going to keep rocking out, y'all. And I'm going to leave it right there until the next time.